There is a concept of Tukey test. So again in the third slot, when the temperature was 510 degrees, my result was okay. So what you understand from this, even though the temperature is same, my result is my result is okay as well as not okay. Therefore, the temperature is not the significant parameter which is causing the hardness variation. So let us see what are the steps that shall be required to do the Tukey test. So we should be clear about the defect or dimension, whether the output is a defect or a dimension. So we should be very clear about it. And then noting down the doubt and possible significant parameter with respect to the particular part. So in the machine, every time one part will get generated. All right, so we shall note down the parameters that you feel it may be the significant cause to vary my output. So you have to list down the input parameters. Next, and we shall select 8 best part and 8 worst part and note down the reading for the above parameter. So you have selected example pressure, temperature, something like viscosity, and you shall select 8 best part, that is okay part. What was the parameter for the 8 parts on pressure, temperature, velocity, and 8 worst part that given you a wrong result, like the output varied or the dimension or defect varied. For that worst part also we shall have the parameters for pressure, temperature, and viscosity example. And then we can perform the Tukey test and find out whether which one of the parameters affecting my dimension or defect. So first, is it defect or dimension? We are very clear, and we shall note down the parameter, like in this case speed, spinel RPM, depth of cut, feed parameter. We shall note down the parameter for 8 good and 8 bad parts. After, what you have to do is you have to make an Excel sheet like this, and you have to type it as 8 good, and then again at the bottom 8 bad. So now you have to list down the write down the parameters for the speed for the OK part, and note down the parameter for feed. Like way you have to fill this form, all the parameters for OK as well as not OK. Note down, we have to fill for that particular shot what was the reading on that parameters, all these parameters. When you were collecting the data for that particular part, what was the reading for bad part, when it came as output, what was the reading for all these above parameters. So once you are done with this table, so we can perform the Tukey test. So there is a chart for the Tukey test. This you shall have as a standard chart. So in the output, while performing the Tukey test, we'll get a output as total end count. Total end count. So if the end count is this numbers, what is a significant effect on the output? It will give us. This table will give us. So the total end count is 5. It's only 60%. 60% is significant to the output. Like that, if it is 7, if it is 8, if it is 9, if it is like this, so what is a percentage of contribution to the effect of the output? It will give us. So this will be useful when you after perform the Tukey test. So now we have selected, we have filled the, as in the format, we have filled the parameters, all the parameters we have filled. This is my output as a dimension. 4 plus or minus 1 mm is varying. So what is my specification? 3 to 5. But I am getting 6 as well. I need to find out which parameter, significant parameter is causing my output variation. So now you filled out 8 good parts data, and you have 8 bad parts data. That means you collected when the part was okay within the specification, what was the parameter, and also you have calculated when the part was not okay, what was the parameter for all speed, feed, depth of cut, spinel RPM, and temperature. So once you plot this data like this, now what we can do is we can